Thank you so much for stopping in. This is the channeling I have for you today. To accept the vibrational changes, change everything you currently know and understand. The future is yours. You, the wise ones, are going from burden to fulfillment. Creativity, innovation, curiosity, expansion will no longer be buried, repressed, or halted in you by dominance. If one voice is suppressed, there is another to express the same message, wave upon wave. You are the light. You become the wise ones, the light blazer. The inspiration of innovation is in the universal consciousness field and available for all to recognize or capture for use. The light blazer sees it and puts it into being. In this advanced recognition, it is quantum. There has been much ridicule and suppression for the wise ones during the passing paradigm of dominance. The limitations are gradually being removed in the advancements, and humanity knows this, intuitively knows this. You need to be in the energetics of revolutionary change, curiosity, and innovation to succeed in the energetics. The universal consciousness field is for all to tap into simultaneously. There are no restrictions except human hesitation and self-installed limitation. The bridge to grand universal consciousness, awareness, discovery, implementation, and absorption live in the vibration, the vibrational time of discovery. It has come to the vibrational time of discovery because of the evolution level awareness of humanity's need for head energy, heart energy, coherence. The universal consciousness field availability has always been there, but the dominance era essentially made it difficult to pursue. The dominance era essentially made it the bridge to grand universal consciousness availability difficult to pursue. So instead of ease, humanity pursued it anyway in little by little step stones. This small group, you, always keeping the focus with one eye on the bigger consciousness, even though it was uncertain at times, and one eye on your day-to-day activities that created frustrations and seeming delays. As you move forward now, you begin to sense the energetic changes that you can expect more of. You will begin seeing the flow with certainty. The image we want you to visualize. You have one foot in today and 1 foot in the future. Visualize yourself rocking back and forth, fitting into both sides. As long as you allow the flow with creativity, the wide-reaching changes define what you become. The flow, the rocking, the curiosity, and creativity give you the ability to rely on the things you have learned, but without restriction. As a development of wisdom, you have fortified your light, and your light is beginning to blaze. The creative source, the innovative potentials are available to everyone. So you create the quantum energetics you project to the future, changing the past, the now, for many generations to come. That's where it ends. That's where the channeling ended. In the beginning, they said that something kind of interesting. Let me go back to the first part. They are saying there's going to be massive, well, I think they're not the only ones talking about massive innovations. There are massive innovations happening. And for you who are listening to this channeling, you're aware, everybody's aware, but not everybody implements the innovations. That's something that's really important that I picked up when I was reading this. It's not that because you don't move a innovation into a marketplace, even though you don't do that, you are aware of it. There are some who actually take the product, the innovative product, whatever it is, into the market. There's only some that do that. Everybody else who hears this message, these messages, are aware of it. And that's the key right there. Everybody's aware of it, but not everybody is the innovator. Not everybody wants to be an innovator. There are some people who absolutely need to be an innovator, and some that don't care, but you are aware, everybody's aware of it. I thought that was really interesting. There's something else when I was reading. I wish I had my pen and made a little note that I wanted to go back to a particular spot. There's something else in here that they kind of touched on, well, they did touch on that over the time, you, the wise one, you, the light blazer, have been ridiculed for having the positions you've had. And they are saying that is now behind you. And now, because that is, you are in the grand universal consciousness. That's different than universal consciousness, I'm guessing. But it's available to everyone. It is just that some of you have been ridiculed for having the positions you had. And they did mention that before in different topics. This one is that you have abridged the grand universal consciousness availability from it's available to you're using it, therefore you are the quantum. You create the quantum energetic that innovates, even if it's just a thought, even if it's just your energy, even if it's just that you want harmony for everybody, even if it's that you just want joy for everybody. You're the quantum. You quantumly activate because you have bridged the two sides. And they called that the vibrational time of discovery. Wow. That is just really a neat way to say it. Vibrational time of discovery. we're discovering. The visual they gave us about being in the change was pretty good. I mean, it kind of made sense to me anyway. Rocking back and forth, fitting into both sides, as long as you follow the flow with creativity, the wide-reaching change define what you become. So if you are having some difficulty saying, oh, I don't know where I am, I don't know where I am energetically, just remember this explanation. We have one foot in today, we have the other foot in the future, and we rock back and forth, fitting into both sides. Where what I'm understanding now, the words I'm getting now is you, because you have listened to this, you have one foot in the past, one foot in today, and one foot in the future, rocking back and forth and fitting into both sides. You will fit into both sides. Many of the other people who are not aware of this universal consciousness, the grand universal consciousness, they are feeling like they're on one side or the other side. That's the difference right there. So continue the flow. And if you ever have some problem figuring out what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to feel, just know you're rocking back and forth from the present to the future. You are making changes to the past because you're looking forward to the future, but you are energizing the quantum. You're energizing the quantum effect of these changes. You're the wise ones. You're the trail. You're the light blazer. You're no longer a trailblazer. You're no longer a light worker. You are a light blazer because in your understandings, you've created the blaze in yourself. Thank you very much for that. That's it. Everything we are doing right now is changing, making everything better for future generations, and they will venerate you. I think that's the right word. I don't know where that word came from. They will look to these people, you on this earth right now, as amazing. I'm sure there'll be a different word than amazing in the future to describe all of you. But for now, you are amazing. Hanging in there, transforming, transitioning, everything. Ooh. Okay, well, that is it. Remember, you're starting to blaze. That's beautiful. Thank you for stopping in, and please stay tuned because there is a lot more to come.